Give me the wallet and the necklace now!
Bruce, get behind me.
The memory repeats in my brain. Some days it's blurry as I try to forget. And some days I feel like I'm reliving it. The pain still lingers though, no matter how much I try. I still do not know who he is. His voice lingers in my brain more than my parents' dead corpses do. And there they lay, surrounded by my mother's pearls that fell off her necklace when he broke it. And in that instant stole the rest of my childhood and left it lying on the floor in some alleyway. All of this over some measly belongings. My father's wallet and my mother's necklace. That is all he took. I do not believe it. He shot them both dead, left them both to die, while their only son watched in tears. There must be another reason. Why would he kill them just for that? Why did he not kill me? He just left me there. I saw him, I remember him. I'm a witness. He left me alive. With the actions he created repeating on my brain, I could relive that moment 100 times and still remember every last detail. His gravelly, loud voice that echoed down the alley's walls, his long black coat and the shiny derby shoes, the way he moved out from the shadows so quietly, and the gun he pulled from under his long coat, the way he aimed it at us, how he glared at us with no amount of remorse in his eyes, the way he had no fear just to shoot my father in front of his own family, then went on to look my mother dead in her eyes as he pulled the trigger. He showed no mercy for either of them. And now my father tried to save me and my mother, pushed us behind him. He tried to save us all, and for what? Only for his wife to also be shot moments later, and his only son to lead a sad and lonely life. My father used to talk about me taking over the family business. You will lead our multi-million-dollar company in the future, he would used to say. He would dream of the day where I would shake his hand and have my photo taken with him to be put in the Sunday morning paper. And yet there I was, age 8, stood in an alleyway with both parents taking their last breaths. Way too early. I'll have to face my future alone, with my only friend, the family butler, and a board of executives who were after my future job, my legacy, my father's visions, snatched away faster than our lives. I wonder whether it was done on purpose. Some of the executives, they never liked what my parents did. They looked after the poor, they built houses for them, gave them medicine. They gave Gotham hope. Yet these people, they didn't see it that way. They thought it was a waste of money, a waste of resources, and a waste of company time. And they used to ask, why help people who have nothing when you can help people that will pay for something? That is why I believe it it was not a simple robbery. Or how the police put it, a robbery gone wrong. That man knew who we were. He was after more than just the necklace and the wallet. He was after blood. Hired by an executive, most likely. I do not care what the police say, they are wrong. And I will find out the truth, no matter what it takes. My parents were good people. Too good for this city. Everyone liked them. Nobody would want them dead. They helped thousands. All that generosity. And it all ended with them lying dead in Crime Alley, leaving me, their only son, with the last side of my childhood lying dead on the floor. A child made into an orphan right in front of his eyes. How I wish I could forget. You could see it in his eyes. He knew. He knew he'd condemned me to a life of pain. It is like an endless nightmare that never leaves. How I wish we had not gone down that alley. I dream that we had not some nights, and I would beg just to stay in that dream for another 10 minutes. The sight of my mother, smiling as we all sit around the table eating. With my dad telling us how well the company was doing. And then my mother reminding him not to talk about business at the table. We would sit there for hours. With my parents telling stories from places they went to my favorite. Of how my mother met my father. How she would blush and smile every time we told the story. We then went and sat by the fireplace, all cuddling up until I felt sleepy. They'd take me up to bed and read a storybook from my shelf. But that is when I would wake up to relive my dark truth again. An orphan made millionaire, with just a butler as a friend. All because my parents died. And all I did in that alley is stand there. It is all my fault. I could have saved them. I could have pushed them out of the way or tried something. I could have protected them, yet I froze. I froze. My actions on that alley are why my life is how it is now. If I had done something, one simple thing, anything, I would still be happy like in my dreams. All I know is I do not want any child to feel like I do ever again. Not in this city. I never want to see a senseless death in the media ever again. And I vow to make all the criminals to this once great city pay for their crimes. I must become something they fear. Something the citizens of Gotham deserve. To strike terror into the people that ruined this once great city. But one that the good Gothamites respect and appreciate. I swore on my parents' deaths I will never let a criminal get away with anything like this again. I also swore to never kill. Because then I would be as low as them. I'll become something to protect this city. And its citizens, like my father tried to protect before me. I will be Batman.